If you've ever touched your car's paint and it didn't feel totally smooth, you've got contamination. Clay bars used to be the go-to fix, but now there's a better way. Hello everyone. DIY Detail just updated their perforated synthetic decontamination towel, and it might just be the easiest, safest, and the most efficient way to deep clean your paint. In this video, I'll show you what's new, how to use it, and why this could be the definitive new way to clay. Oh, and before I forget, if you find any part of this video entertaining or useful, maybe hit the thumbs up, maybe subscribe. I'd really appreciate it. Now, let's jump right in. So, what's changed? If you've ever used an older clay towel, especially early ones from DIY, you probably remember the break-in process. You'd work it in on glass while applying pressure before it was truly safe on paint. Later versions improved on that, but new users were still advised to do it just to help get a feel for the tool. This latest version, completely ready to go right out of the box. No stiffness, no surprises. They also fixed a major durability issue. Older versions often degraded at the fold lines over time. This new one, however, is designed to be folded, and folded often. The new perforated design isn't just a visual upgrade, it's functional. You fold it into quarters, which gives you 4 clean working surfaces and helps distribute pressure more evenly thanks to the layered structure. It's more ergonomic, organized, and lets you stay consistent across the vehicle. One of the biggest differences you'll feel right away is the upgraded flexibility. This new towel hugs the paint better, especially around tight curves, bumpers, and edges. Don't get me wrong, the old one still works great, but it is noticeably stiffer / more awkward on angled body panels after comparing the two. And when you're working across a full vehicle, that extra energy and thought can add up. It's nice when the tool moves with you where you can rely more on it to do its job naturally. Before we go any further, let's break down what decontamination and so on is, especially if you're new or just on the fence about buying one. Even after performing a proper foam rinse foam wash, your paint might still feel rough. That's bonded contamination. Things like brake dust, rail dust, and other airborne pollutants just stuck in your clear coat. Unfortunately, soap alone won't remove them. You'll literally feel and hear the drag when you touch the paint. A synthetic Decon towel like this acts as a modern-day clay bar, just way faster given the larger surface area, as well as more forgiving and longer lasting. It even works on matte paint. If you drop a clay bar, it's done for. Drop this towel, you can simply rinse it off and keep going. It's that easy. And for those wondering, it's technically not made out of clay. It's synthetic, but it has a similar purpose to a clay bar, which is why we call them clay towels. Here's how to use it properly. Start with DIY's Rinsely or Incredible Suds. Other products aren't tested with the towel, so there's no guarantee other product lines will give you similar results or avoid tearing the towel down altogether. Once you've chosen, soak the towel in your wash bucket and work one panel at a time using the folded quadrant. Wash pattern doesn't matter as long as you're keeping track of where you've been. One of the craziest benefits of this tool when tackling heavier contamination is the way you can combine steps. For example, applying one spray of DIY's iron remover onto the panel and towel will cover both chemical and mechanical decontamination all in one go. And the best part, you save on product. Especially iron remover, which is one of the most expensive products a detailer buys. since in this case, you're working it into the surface instead of just spraying a ton to let dwell, then rinsing away. When working, make sure to use very light pressure. Let the towel do the work. As the paint gets cleaner, you'll feel less drag and quickly get a feel for the process. Literally. Contaminants are safely lifted into the perforations of the towel, then dropped into the bucket. If you accidentally press too hard, the perforations also release moisture to help keep things safe by adding that additional lubrication. Not all jobs are the same, however, and they don't always require iron remover. So there are a few other combinations we can do. Another example would be to swap the iron remover for some ceramic gloss on cleaner cars, giving you that decontamination stage and protection in one go. Or for heavier soiled vehicles, the foundation of incredible suds mixed with their water-activated quick beads on the towel is also a fantastic process. If you already had the old towel, it still gets these jobs done and provides fantastic results. It's only just a little stiffer and less durable once compared. The new quad fold version with added flexibility makes a real difference in handling and performance. Especially after your old towel starts to wear, this is a nice change of pace. Once you're finished, rinse the towel thoroughly and let it air dry with the synthetic side facing up. To speed up the process, you can roll it up inside a clean drying towel to squeeze out excess water. Make sure to never let these synthetic sides touch though, as they'll stick together and may tear, ultimately ruining the towel. Once dry, store it in the original box until next time. Some signs that it may be time to replace are when it gets stiffer, starts losing pieces, or feels overly grabby even after a soak. That usually means it's been overheated or just simply worn past its limit. But with proper care, these towels will last hundreds of details, unlike a clay bar. So when should you pull the towel back out again? Well, it really depends on how and where you drive. A good rule of thumb is to decontaminate every few months, or possibly even less if the vehicle's garage kept. Each time around, the most high impact zones tend to be the roof, hood, and behind the wheels. Darker paints hide the already small contaminants more, which are where these testing methods come into play. One option to test the surface is to put a plastic sandwich bag over your hand to improve your touch sensitivity. Or you can lightly glide a credit card along the surface to test as well. It's perfectly safe, and once you find some, there will be no doubt about it. Decontaminating regularly and adding protection will help reduce future contamination buildup, thus leaving your paint with a brighter finish, and possibly even reviving some of the beading action on coated cars if the pores have become clogged over time. So even if your car looks clean, you'll feel and hear the difference. Your polishing pads and coatings will thank you too for the extra prep. Your pads won't get gummed up as much and in turn wear down faster, and your protectants will have a cleaner surface to bond with more properly. With all of that said, this towel is just simply a worthy upgrade. It's faster, safer, more flexible, and it lasts longer, especially when paired with the right products. Whether you're prepping for a polish or just maintaining gloss during a wash, this is one of the best ways to decon without the risks of, say, scratching and marring that come with traditional clay bars. Big thanks to DIY Detail for sending this out to me for some real-world testing. If you found any part of this video entertaining or useful, maybe hit the thumbs up, maybe subscribe, I'd really appreciate it. Stay tuned for more detailing videos like this every week, and let me know in the comments, which method do you prefer? Clay bars or clay towels? And will you be upgrading? I'd love to hear what works best for you. Thanks for tuning in, guys, and that's that. See ya. Not all jobs are the same and don't always require decontaminating regularly and adding
Key.